Hey guys, what's up? I know I never usually pop on late. I want to continue from my last video. One of my other products I basically do use when I have to go to like a certain job or do something, for a holiday shoot or something. One of the number one things a girl should always have in her bag is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Rose Primer and Fixer. That's what it is. It's like a little thing you go squirt all over like your face. I highly recommend that. Let me just give you a little quick review. The Neutrogena Skin Balance 2% polyhydroxy acid, the mattifying and conditioning clay cleanser. I just started actually using that, so I like it so far. It's been keeping my face pretty much in check. So this video is to basically answer some of y'all's questions from my last video. Pullover hoodie is from Victoria's Secret, which Victoria's Secret in Ohio, most stores are no longer around. This is one of their old ones. So this is like one of the legendary ones, I guess you could say. Let me see here. Headband is from my girl, Boho Chic Boutique. From my girl, Sierra Withers. Let's see here. To answer some of y'all's questions from my last video, my, I guess I could say fiance, whatever, to answer some of y'all's questions about that, he did buy me a ring. It's just, I don't have it on as of yet because we've been going through a lot of problems as of lately. No, I'm not drinking slime. That is Kool-Aid. Yeah, this whole ghetto bitch right here is drinking Kool-Aid, y'all. Haters, but I don't care. To answer some of y'all's questions, yeah, my fiance bought a ring, but I haven't had it on as of lately because we've been dealing with some problems, just with, his social media followers, my social media followers, been dealing with some other stuff, some other issues. There is a ring, but I don't wear it for a lot of reasons because I haven't really fully accepted a lot of things that's been going on. I guess I might as well get this off my chest. A few weeks ago, I know I told y'all about this one. I think it's been not a few weeks, but more than a few weeks. I had received a letter from a girl, and I thought it was Chicago, but it's not Chicago. It is California. She's from California. And come to find out, this girl's name is Isabella Ocho. She's on my fiance's Instagram. And my fiance, he goes like out of state, different states and all that shit for jobs and all that shit. And he went to California because I guess like when he was out there last, which was like a couple months ago, when he went to California, he did a job for this girl named Isabella Ocho because of her dad. While he was there doing the job in California, her dad was trying to hook him up with her, but he kept telling them that he wasn't interested in her. So he was waiting on her dad to pay him. So she had, I guess, texted him or whatever and was like, hey, I'm about to send you the money that my dad owes you, this, and that, so on and so forth. And he told her he didn't want the letter going to his house because he didn't want her to have the address. And so I can understand that to a point. I'm not going to, be judging him on that and just all that shit. Sorry, y'all. I've been going through a lot of pain with my mouth. It's been driving me crazy. So he gave the girl my address because he did tell her when he was in California that he did have a wife. And he calls me wife, wifey, whatever. But he told the guy that he had a wifey back in Ohio and he wasn't interested. Well, this girl, Isabella Ocho, her father has been trying to marry her off. And he was telling, my fiance, like, hey, my daughter's available, this, that, whatever. And he told the guy no. So when he left California, he wasn't, thinking anything about her or like whatever, but he basically was telling me like, babe, hey, I'm about to get this letter from this girl, don't put too much into it, and I know what y'all are going to think, it probably sounds stupid saying what I'm about to say or whatever, but he's like, yeah, this girl's going to send me money in the mail, for a job that I did because of her dad and all that shit. Let me tell you all this, because this shit's funny as hell. This girl's handwriting looks like a child's handwriting. The letter was sloppy, the letter was disgusting, and it literally crossed all type of boundaries. And if y'all want to know, yes, I did call this girl out on Instagram. I did put her name out there, and I did see she started following him on his Instagram page, and I did confront him about it. I'm like, hey, why is this girl, on your page or whatever? And he's like, I didn't even know she was even on there. I didn't even, accept her or whatever. But then some other news has been coming to light, which I was unaware of until he had told me. His ex-girlfriend has been texting him, has been basically stalking him when he goes to, like, the gym. He's had to change gyms, I think, like, 9, maybe 10 different times already because of his ex. She's been texting him, calling him, DMing him, saying, hey, I screwed up, I want to get you back, and I want us together, and this and this and that. And he did tell me about her texting him and everything else. So I know what y'all are thinking. How did I feel about that? At first, I was really upset about that. I'm not going to lie. Am I a very jealous person? Yes, I'm a very jealous person. I'm very territorial as well. And he was like texting me. He's like, babe, I love you. Babe, you're my girl. You're my whole world and all this and all that stuff. And then my fiance had made an announcement on Instagram that he was joining TikTok. And he found all these scammer accounts where these guys have been pretending to be him, using his videos, taking his videos, stealing his pictures. And tell me why, ever since me and him have gone public about us, I have been receiving, within the last couple of weeks to last couple of months, I've been receiving friend requests after friend requests after friend requests after friend requests from these scammer accounts. And they're pretending to be him, stealing his videos and all this shit. So I texted him today and I told him, like, hey, what's going on, the deal with these scam boys trying to, like, add me on and all this shit. And he was, like, texting me back. He goes, well, I can't believe that this shit's even happening, These scammers are, like, using my pictures and, stealing my shit like that. And to answer some of y'all's questions from the last video, how did I know about what I found out, my fiance said that he had received some text messages and a request, and he thought it was from my number. And he was like, this girl was using my pictures, saying it was me, trying to call him, and all this shit. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I know there's some, like, scammer accounts out there that's using, all my pictures and all this shit. Well, funny story. About 3.5 months prior, before all this, I had received a, how do I put this? I had received a DM from a guy, and I didn't know who the hell this dude was, from, like, Adam or whatever. And he was like, hey, Stacy, it's me, we've been talking for the last couple months. We've been dating the last couple months. I'm like, Sat there and I thought, wait a minute, dating? I don't even know you. Like, I've never spoken to you. I just don't even know you. And so I had figured it out that somebody was using my name and was using my pictures and was basically using me to cover their own tracks. And then kind of find out that somebody had used my name and used my pictures and was saying to these guys that they wanted money. And this guy was stupid enough to send whoever this girl is, like, a lot of money. And the funny thing is that I had asked for, everything to see what was going on. So this guy had texted me over, everything and this and that. And this girl had scammed him out of almost, I think it was like $7,000 in money. And he was like, I know it was you doing it. I know that you scammed me out of money and all this shit. And I'm like, first of all, I don't even know you. Second of all, I don't ask for no money. Like, what the fuck? Dude, like, what the fuck? And if y'all are wondering, did I mention this to my fiance? Yes, I did. So yeah, he does know about all this already. I know y'all are going to be texting me or emailing me or whatever, but how does it make me feel about other girls texting him and bothering him? It bothers me a lot. And I'm not trying to be judgmental. I'm not trying to be a bitch. I'm not trying to be an asshole about any of this. But to kind of give y'all an update from my previous videos from like a couple weeks back, back to the whole his mom's situation. I know as of recently, he said that his mom has been talking about me again and was still, bothering me with the whole talking about my ovaries and all that shit. Well, I have found out, I haven't told my personal story, but I'm not going to put it on here, but I myself, I am a female who has very odd conceiving issues, because why I say that is it took me 5 years to get pregnant with my son Trey, and I take my fertility very seriously. I don't fuck around with it. I don't play games with it. I'm very serious about my family. I'm very serious about my child. I'm very serious about protecting him. I'm very serious about a lot of stuff. And he said his mom was talking about my ovaries, how it was high tide season, about me getting pregnant and also and all that. Well, what y'all don't know is a couple months ago when I was working at my last job, she texted me one night at work and we kind of got into a big fight. And yes, I checked it out, the whole 9 yards of it, because I do have, friends in high places. And she texted me one night at work and was saying, you need to marry my son. I want to be a grandma. Just admit that you love my son. Just admit that you want to marry him and you're in love with my son. I said, I am in love with your son. I do love your son very much. And she's like, just admit that you want to be with him and have his kid and this and that. Yeah, I do want to have a kid with him. But as of right now, things are still a little rocky, but we are working on it and we are working on each other. I mean, that's what we've decided, because we've taken a step back and we have decided that we're going to, take a couple steps back and we're kind of going to be working on each other. And he went out the other night with his daughter, and I wasn't aware of it, but I was aware of it, but I wasn't aware of the whole situation that happened. He had gotten into an accident from the night before and was in the hospital all night and half the morning the next day. So he decided to go with his daughter on a little trip I wasn't aware, but I thought it was with another girl. And kind of find out it was him, his daughter, his daughter's cousin. And he told me about this last night, and I did kind of overthink shit. I was saying to him, was you with another girl? Was you flirting with another girl? Was you, trying to be with another girl? And he was like, no, to be honest with you, he's like, that is my cousin, and the little girl that was in the video, that's also my cousin. I'm like, okay. And I told him, I said, well, I wasn't aware of that. And I've noticed on his Instagram lately that he's had his cousins being added on his page, and I just don't know why they're joking the way they're joking. It's kind of weird because I have cousins too, and they don't usually joke around the way I do. And I mean, I just kind of find it weird because I do read his comments. I do, be seeing his posts and all that shit. And the thing of the matter is that yes, my family is still in a little doubt of him because they see that me and him, we fight a lot, we argue a lot, but we've been together since July of last year. So that's July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. We've been together 8 months, almost a full 9. And we've had a lot of problems, but we're working through it. And yeah, he's older than me. I'm younger than he is. And I'm not used to dating older guys. And before y'all start thinking I got daddy issues, because I don't have no daddy issues. I really don't. And I just don't have no father issues because I do have a dad myself. My dad is, original OG gangsta, all that shit. In a good way, not in a bad way. I found out also from my fiance, his grandma wants to meet me, his uncles want to meet me, and all this shit. So, yeah, I kind of have a lot of people that's wanting to meet me, and it's a little nerve-wracking because I'm a very, very shy girl. I'm very, very shy. And just dealing with his mom alone, that was, oh my God, ridiculous. I found out after me and her had talked and we had cut ties for a couple months, I found out from him that his mom was like, oh, she's not a good girl. She doesn't have manners or morals or values. And that's the second time I've heard that from somebody trying to say I don't have no morals, no values, no manners, no nothing. And I was raised in the church, like I've said in a lot of my videos. I was raised in the church. I do have my morals. I do have my values. I do have my ethics. And I do have, everything that I was actually brought up with. And if you guys want to know, did it bother me? It pissed me off because she's been on his ass, hounding him about me. And it's like, the funny thing is me and her, we've had one phone conversation and we've had a ton of text fights. And the thing is, talking to her on the phone was not easy because she was coming off very psychotic, very detrimental, and I just didn't like her. And I kept telling her, like, your mom's rude, your mom's being a bitch. She needs to stop being a bitch because I'm going to start being a bitch back to her. It needs to stop. I'm not going to put up with this because my last relationship didn't work out because of a lot of problems, but I'm not going there. And I told him, I said, if this doesn't stop, we're not being together. I'm not dealing with your crazy, psycho, demented mom. And so I guess he had talked to her and told her, like, hey, enough is enough. Just stop arguing with her. Just let her get things out and this and this and that. And I know she talked to him earlier today and was like, hey, how's things going with you and her? What's her values about, marriage and family and, the whole thing with her faith, and does she believe in God? Does she pray a lot? Which I do.